Hi everyone and welcome to Book Club with Bae. I am Bae and this is Bae. Say hi, Bae.
Hi, Bae.
And this is other Bae. Say hi.
Hi.
And today we're talking about Fallen by Lauren Kate, the first book in the Fallen series. Fallen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How many books is this series?
It's a lot.
It is. Wait. Shush. Give me a second.
Why are these temporary tattoos so large?
Because they are. So there
I can't
are
put these on my
four
forehead.
books. 4 books, 1 novella, and 1 and then there's the Cam book.
Oh.
During the spring high time.
So 6.
Falk and everything. I apologize.
So how many is it? I'm sorry. 6 you said?
Yep, so
Okay.
there's Fallen, Torment, Passion, and Rapture. Then there's Fallen in Love, which is actually still part of the canon, and if you don't read it, then you're going to be confused when there's references to it. I think that's between 3 and 4. And then there's Unforgiven, which is Cam's love story, but I don't know when that's meant to take place. I'm assuming after the course of this series. I'm guessing it's a sequel.
Cool.
Because it's a love story for Cam.
I guess that answers the love triangle question.
I didn't think it was actually going to be a love triangle at all.
Well, this is the extent of the love triangle, I'm pretty sure. I think like Cam still does like Cammy stuff, but that's...
No, like, okay. So
like, it's not like Twilight where like they try to drag it out for like 3 books.
We'll do our normal thing, but when did this book come out?
2010.
Okay. Like a lot of books that came out around about this time. Because I don't know, I don't keep up really with like YA, I guess though you and I, Addie, read the Court of Thorns and Roses series.
That's not YA.
It is sold in the YA aisle.
Shouldn't be.
I know, but
graphic sex
that is where they sell it. So
I'm wondering. Sorry, I was on Reddit the other day and I saw there was some librarian chick asking if she was the arsehole for warning a mother if that a YA book had graphic sex scenes in it, and a lot of people were like, "Yes, you're the arsehole. It's not up to you to police it." I'm just like, why the fuck is this book in the YA section? She's like, that's what it's listed as. I'm like, when did we start allowing anything other than Fade to Black and it was a magical moment and I cried?
Yeah. I don't know. I know that it's like,
I ordered legit temporary tattoos.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you.
Like a sheet of 52 of them, and there's a lot of angel wings on there, so we're good for the rest of the series.
I know that
it's a lot of reading shit.
I know that it's been just because I don't really read YA in my spare time, so I don't keep up with this. But in my spare time, I binge read whatever whatever quality of romance novel I can get my hands on, whether it is just like top tier or bought it, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Or like fantasy stuff. I'll read pretty much anything as long as it's not like sci-fi. Or actually, there's a lot of things I won't read.
Yeah,
I take that back. There's a lot of stuff I don't read. But in anywho, YA is not really the kind of stuff that I read. And I was very surprised reading A Court of Thorns and Roses that it was considered YA, but also
I thought it was new adult.
No, well,
or high fantasy romance.
A Court of Mist and A Court of Silver. A Court of Nesta and Flames. A Court of Flamey Nesta's orgasms is
Silver Flames.
Yes, that one is. Sorry, it's a court of a lot of things.
No, I don't know any of the other titles except for the first one and the last one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, A Court of Nesta's orgasms is new adult.
That makes sense because that's the most graphic of all of them.
Yes, that's considered new adult, but there's not a shelf for new adult, so I don't know where they actually shelve it.
They shelve it in romance. Last time I was in Barnes and Noble. That's where I found all the new adult stuff, all like the fantasy romances and stuff like that I like to read.
But when did it become okay to have anything other than Fade to Black?
Yeah, in a YA section.
Oh,
it is literally minors are the target audience.
I know that it is a source of
exclusively.
I know it's a source of great controversy. I know I'm not the person to ask about it, but I don't know. I disagree with it, but
Yeah,
in
it
any
shouldn't
case,
either.
back in the 2010s, this era when Fallen came out, love triangles were all the rage, and like the good old fashioned kind. When so not like A Court of Thorns and Roses, where like, so spoilers for that. You know what? We might do it for book club. I might try to talk Faye into doing it, so I'm not going to talk about
it. I want to
Okay.
reread that series so bad.
We'll do it for book club.
I want to, you know what? I actually want to do it for book club, so I'm not going. I want to do it for book club, so you know what? I'm going to keep my mouth shut because there's a.
The thing is, though, if you guys tear that book to shreds, I will be sitting in a corner defending it with my last breath because I love that series.
That's fun. Like
it's
okay. We've had that before, haven't we? What series did you love that we didn't?
I don't know what, but I know that she and I have like high school affection for Die For Me, and you were like, I fucking hate this series. And she and I were like, it's our baby, stop.
But it is the worst fucking series.
No, it is not that.
No, it's not.
Anyway,
I don't so bad.
Okay,
it's from Blood and Ash, that series, because I was still liking the books when y'all were like,
I don't mind if we disagree. Like, we're not gonna be mean to you. It's okay.
We may mock you incessantly, but it'll be with love.
But Reese, though, once you meet Reese, you'll understand.
Stop spoiling shit. Anyway.
I honestly have no opinion because I've never even heard of it. So.
Oh, really? It's a really famous book here. Incredibly famous book series here.
So, in any case, but back in the day, it used to be like, you know, it used to be very Edward versus Jacob vibes, and like, I remember reading Fallen in 9th grade and getting in trouble for it in Miss Allen's class. I remember specifically, it was after a quiz, and I was just sitting there reading it. I know it was specifically the book I was reading. At least in my head it was. It might not have been. I don't care.
I know I didn't read this.
For the purposes of this, it was. And she yelled at me. And I remember liking Cam better as a child. At least for this book.
I still like Cam better.
He's
the only one that's had a personality this book.
Yeah.
That's fair, but I don't like how violent he is.
Well,
that's why I like him.
See, I don't like it because it's not portrayed in ways like in other books where it's like, oh yeah, the violence is for me. It's not for her. It's just because of stupid masculinity. That's why I don't like him.
Because he's an evil angel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's a nuanced evil angel. Yeah. He has good in him.
I'll probably like him more when it's his book.
I hope
his romance book.
Maybe I like it better because it's like he is just a violent. This is terrible.
See, but I like those in other books. I don't like it in this book. Daniel's kind of a piece of white bread, but like.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of hard though to like clearly prefer Daniel in this book because Daniel's literally just like flipping the bird at her, and then he's like, "Hey, how's it going? Oh wait, no, now I must swim away. Now I'm gonna punch the guy that's flirting with you, and then I'm gonna eat again." And now I love you eternally.
I don't find Luce. That's right? Luce. I don't find her insufferable either, which is nice.
Yeah, no,
it might be because we're in third person, honestly, and not first person.
Yeah, probably.
But that said, though, we're in the third person. That's effectively first person, and it's only technically third person.
Right, but we're not actually getting any of that internal monologue.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we were getting her internal monologue,
we would probably like her less.
Like, internal monologues are hard to get right.
Yeah.
Or I'll say they're easy to get very, very wrong. Because it has to be a character whose head you would like to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shall we rate?
Yeah, and then we need to actually go over all these characters and talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I listened to 70% of this book. I did not read all of it. I listened to 70%.
Yeah, but we're gonna be having a conversation about the freaking audiobook. We are.
Sorry. I'm
Justine
sorry.
Ayre's not that bad, guys. I don't know why you think
you shut your whole mouth.
I was as soon as I started listening to it, I was like, ooh, they're gonna be so pissed at me. I'm gonna say Justine Eyre's not that bad, and they're gonna be livid. I know she's bad.
She was good in this book. She was so good in this book.
I've heard snippets of the other stuff.
She was. Yeah, I had the actual thought while listening to this book, I would be okay with her narrating one of my books. I had that thought. That thought crossed my brain.
Like, did she have a throat tumor or something? Did something happen?
Well, Jenny was probably because be sultry.
No, but
no, I've listened to her. No, Addie. Because no. I'm talking.
Okay,
right
you
now.
go first, and then I'll go.
I have listened to her narrate whole books in a British accent with the same vocal fry, and not in a British accent with the same vocal fry for other.
Yes.
What is true?
My mother, she will download or she'll buy audiobooks, but then because she wants them, like she'll buy them off of Audible, but then she wants them compatible with iTunes or whatever. So she then converts them and then chapterizes them and whatever. And I can walk past and I just hear one, and I'm like, Mom,
stop.
Is that a Justine Eyre book? And she's like, yes. I'm like all I have to hear is just a chapter, like just a chapter number, just 12. And I'm like, Justine, like this one, I can't recognize that it's even her. She's also talking in a higher pitch. Like a slightly higher pitch. Like she sounds like a teenage girl, kind of. Whereas every other one, it's like Justine Eyre. Whereas this one's just like Justine Eyre. I'm like, where the what happened to you? As soon as I heard her name, I was just like, because I forgot. Like when I listening to it, I'd forgotten it's Justine Eyre, and then I heard her name. I'm like, oh.
There were a few moments, sometimes especially
There's a little bit of a fry.
You know what? It helped, honestly. It helped that the guys didn't have like any dialogue, and that she never spoke to the love interest. And that helped a lot.
Even their voices weren't that bad.
And well, but sometimes though, like especially Daniel's voice, sometimes his voice, I would be like, oh, Aiden. I'd be like, oh hey, what's up, a coffee milk?
What was Gabby? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't like her voice.
Well, her southern accent was pretty abysmal.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Like Marcus would Marcus would just come flying out of the woodwork.
I do not want to defend Justine. Okay, please. Like, however, it is far from the worst I've heard from the narrator.
Oh yeah, no.
I think it's better than Lorelei King's.
What?
It's better than Lorelei King's one.
What do you mean?
She does a southern accent in with the the whatever witches, the 2x2. And they kill all of Elizabetta's family.
Oh, the Hardesty witches?
Yes. From memory, that one was worse.
I'll have to listen to it again.
And it's definitely better than Stevie Ray.
Yes.
Definitely better than Stevie Ray.
Yeah, because Lorelei King's Texas accent is fine, obviously, because Warren's voice is fine.
Yes, but she's trying to do Southern Belle, and that is distinctly different from Texas.
I'll have to listen to that again.
But
although I don't want to listen. Although I don't, Stormcurse is like my least favorite Mercy book, and I don't want to listen to it again.
I will probably be listening to more books.
Yeah, you like it.
Well, no, because it's easier when I'm at work.
Guess what? You know what that means? You get to experience Justine Eyre proper with Lux.
I'm not going to do it for Lux. I'll just read for Lux. It's fine. I can.
No.
See, that's
we're
the
gonna
thing,
make
though,
sure.
Is I still read a lot faster than I can listen.
Then I know, but how else will you get to experience Kitten?
I don't need to experience Kitten.
You do need to experience Kitten.
It's not the same.
Like, okay. Ratings, ladies.
You know what? I'm gonna give this. I don't know, because I'm not gonna lie. as far as YA of its time goes,
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not bad.
No, I didn't.
I have a lot of questions. I think I have a lot more logistical questions than I do from a lot of them. Sure.
I noticed a lot of weird dated shit. A lot of like dated stuff, like words and like stuff. No, it was just it's not a criticism. It's just something I noticed. Like and it's just interesting to look back and to be like, no, we don't do that anymore. Huh? Interesting.
Yeah, I like stuff like that because it's like, oh wow. Yeah.
It's. I can't think of what it would be, but it's kind of like one of those. Mommy, what's it? No, you need to go to Daddy. I can't find it. Well, go stand out. He's right there. I can see him. You can't find Daddy. That's standing right there. I don't want to. 1 second.
It's okay.
It's okay. Daddy saw him and he's like, "Get out."
Mommy's busy.
He didn't shut the door. Give me a sec.
Okay.
For me, I would say this is like, okay, this is like if you, like when you have like a restaurant.
That was cool of the 90s?
No, that's like, you remember like going to it like a couple years ago, but like you haven't been in a minute, and you're like, they had like really good mozzarella sticks though, and you're like, so we should like go. And like you go and the mozzarella sticks are okay, but it's like a little bit, it's like not as good as you remember. Like they used to be totally less crispy. Like you could swear they were less, like you could swear they were more crispy than this.
No, I'll tell
like
you what it is.
Like they should have frozen ones instead of
was the marinara sauce always this salty? Like I just don't remember that. Like is how you're kind of feeling about it. It's like that.
Okay. Going off of that, I would say kind of like first half of that analogy, but instead everything's exactly as it was, but you've had better food since then.
Yeah, I like that.
Everything's exactly the same, but your taste. It's like, Bay, for example, if you came here and let's pretend you like your McDonald's for a minute, okay? Let's just pretend that.
Okay.
And then you come here and for like 2 years eat my McDonald's. And then you go home.
And you have McDonald's.
Your McDonald's is exactly the same as it always was.
Yeah. Oh, or it's like your parents have always lived in like the same neighborhood, but like you've been away, or your neighborhood from when you were a kid is still there, but like you moved away when you're like 5, and like your neighborhood had a playground and it's still there, and you're now like 17 and you go back and you see like that neighborhood playground you used to play on. It's like seeing that neighborhood playground again, but now you're like an adult.
Yeah. See, I didn't read this as a kid, but I can relate to that. Where it's just
you can imagine how we got to that.
I've had better, but it's like 3 stars. Like it's not bad.
Yeah, I just remember reading this at 14, and I remember liking it a lot at 14. I didn't enjoy it this time around, but I am not in the age demographic. I will say,
and we're also not in the emo time.
No.
Well, I also, real quick though, before I forget, the portrayal of adults.
Yeah,
it's hilarious to me, and also that's why I said, Addie, in the group chat, now the first draft of Blackwoods makes complete sense.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Because the way that Vincent acts in our original like drafts of Blackwoods that we still have from what we wrote when we were 14.
Oh my gosh,
he
I love those.
He reads exactly like
yeah,
exactly like this. I can see where we got it, and I think we got it from a lot of these books where adults did act like this, and I forgot that this is how a lot of adults were written back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I saw that text, I had literally just woken up. Like I woke up, checked my phone to see the time, saw that notification on my screen, read the text, and my corrected thought as to what it meant was also incorrect. But I was just reading that and I'm just like, is she high? And did she, like, is this referring to like your first draft of like, Blackwood's the beginning, like what type thing? And then I was like, and then I corrected the thought, thinking like, probably just you guys have been working on it and fixed a problem with the current one user working on or something. Okay, both were wrong. But I will say that was a really confusing text just out of context to wake up to. Like, I'd been awake for literally 10 seconds and just read the first draft of Blackwood's.
No, when you no, it's just
oh, because we had the adults acting real weird.
Yeah, like Vincent in the very first, like, because we still have what we wrote when we were 14.
It's so gross
so bad.
now.
It's
because
so bad.
Because now he's Naomi's dad, and they both had a crush on him, and now he's her dad.
I don't think textually they both. I forget.
No, but they were like, "Oh my gosh, he's so hot."
Were they like in text? I forget.
Yeah, in text, it was like, "Oh, he's a handsome guy."
That's gross. Okay, moving
on. Anyways, so that's okay. Do we stand or not stand?
Vibes that Vincent was giving off in the first draft were, I think, the first thing we ever wrote. It was weird. It was very weird. But Dex was also very strange.
Dex was horrible.
Dex was awful. But I see where we got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Stand or don't stand?
I kneel.
I kneel.
Yeah, I like that. I like that third option.
I sit, yeah.
How are we whelmed?
I'm just whelmed.
I'm whelmed.
I'm whelmed.
Yeah, like nothing was crazy. Nothing was underwhelming.
Yeah, like, okay. Also,
I want to watch the movie so bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we should do the movie next because the movie, I'm pretty sure, is just based on this book.
I want to watch the movie.
Yeah, I want to watch the movie so bad. So we can do the movie next.
Need to work out. We should work out how to do, like, watch it.
If we can figure out a watch party situation. Yeah.
What's it on?
It's on. We'd have to buy it on Prime. We have to rent it on Prime. But we have watch party with Prime.
However, if we're willing to just watch it, just the three of us together, and then talk about it after, we'll have to try and refrain from chitty-chatting during.
I don't think we could.
That, or if we, because Prime is the only way that we can watch party it while it's on screen.
Oh, isn't the other thing free, is we though?
No,
not on Prime. It's free on another website.
Didn't we find that it was free?
It's on another website. It's free. That there's no
because the other option is I have it on my Plex server, and I can invite you guys to watch it with me via that. I don't quite know how that works because I've never done that before, but we can work it out.
We can try that. In worst case, we can give Bezos some money.
I don't want to.
I don't want to either, but
I already give him enough.
I mean, the best way to do it would probably to watch it live. Like, don't show it on the screen, obviously. But
yeah, but like if we do it, like, for example, via Plex or whatever, where we're all watching it simultaneously,
and then we pause it all at the same time and chat. I think that's the best way.
If we do it Plex simultaneously, I think if one of us pauses it, we'll have to do a trial run with something. Yeah. We'll get like one of the Barbie movies or something just to trial it. Yeah. Something that, and then if we pause and it pauses, then we good, I think.
Yeah. Because I think it'd be better to do it live.
Yeah, well, because otherwise we just have to sit there quietly and not.
I know, and you really expect us not to roast it the entire time? No.
It's gonna be.
All right, so good stream, guys. That's what we're gonna do next.
All right. Characters.
Luce. So Luce is our main character.
Lucinda.
Lucinda Price.
Yep. She's from Savannah.
She's from Savannah, Georgia, I think. Yes.
Yes. But then she went to boarding school in New England somewhere, can't remember where. And also, fun fact, was talking about this the other day to the mister, and first time I'd ever seen the word Connecticut was in Babysitter's Little Sister, which is like targeted towards younger kids, but like Babysitter's Club universe, and they live in Connecticut. I'm not American. I've never heard the word Connecticut said before, and thankfully, I never said this out loud.
What did you say? Connecticut?
Connecticut. That is how it is spelled. So that's how I read it in my head for years, and then I heard it in a movie. I'm like, Connecticut. Okay.
In
I'm
fourth
glad I never
grade,
said that.
in fourth grade, we had to. I don't know if this is true for you, but for me, we had to learn all states and like get tested on them and write them all out. And so we would say Connecticut because that way we could spell it correctly.
We had to do that like days of the week, which is where we got like Wednesday and stuff like that. Because I know people joke like, "Oh, that's," I'm like, but that's actually how we learned to spell it. Like,
Wednesday.
Yeah, and Connecticut.
And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes in my head,
like
when I have to write Wednesday, I still kind of say.
Oh, see, for us, it was MI, cricket letter, I, cricket letter, I, humpback letter, I. That's how we learned it.
Yeah.
I will say I knew how to spell Mississippi long before I knew it was a state, because in Matilda, that girl, it's like, she's like, Mrs. M, Mrs. I, Mrs. SSI. There you go. But,
anyways,
we had to learn our states at around the same age. Yeah. It's not 50 though.
No. I had to learn all the states, all the capitals. I had to learn their state flowers, their flags, and the capitals and the abbreviations.
Same.
That is so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still remember most of them.
And then, same here. And then Europeans have the gall to be like, in the U.S., they don't know anything about the other places.
Some people don't, and it's.
I know that some people don't, but like,
shocking. You know how they go around and ask like a bunch of people, like, "Oh, where's whatever on the map" and stuff like that. I'm like, it is so easy to portray Americans as stupid, because guaranteed, probably Australia has, for example, has the same percentage of the population that's just freaking stupid. However, we have a population of, I think, almost 25 million. You guys have 350.
I think we have more now. Let me see.
So, like, just say 1%. 1% of 25 million isn't a lot of people. I mean, it's still a lot of people, but it's not a lot. Okay. But
I thought we were 450.
1% of 330 million people is... That's still like, how many... That's over 3 million people.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have a lot of freaking stupid people, but that's because you just have a lot of people.
We have a lot of people. We have a really large population because we're a really large country.
The size isn't the only factor. Australia is
very large.
Continental US is comparable sizes. It's just you guys are fine living in the desert, and we're like, you know what? Let's not.
Yeah, let's stay out here near the coast.
Your desert also.
It's very different than our desert.
The geography is a bit different.
Yep. Okay. So next we have Daniel.
We didn't talk about Luce, really. We didn't talk.
She's the main character. Who fucking cares?
Wait. Yeah, she was at private school until she went to a shed to hook up with some guy, and the shed burnt down. He died, and now she's been declared insane and has to go to criminal school.
Yeah.
I don't know what her personality's like.
I don't know either. She has
main character. He has main character personality in Teen YA.
Yeah. Like, it's self-insert, so you can self-insert you into her. Yeah. Then Daniel is love interest. He's an asshole. But it's only because he's afraid of her dying. Whatever. Then I guess Cam, who she meets on like
he's the resident bad boy.
Yeah, he's really into her.
Oh wait, sorry, but also Daniel, he's also a bit of a rebel, because even though they're supposed to win black on black, he wears.
He wears a red scarf.
Yeah, he wears a red
fucking
scarf.
Bite me. Anyways,
it's like the one pop of color in the sea of black.
That I cringed so hard. I was building a set of drawers at work, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I also, mind you, I'm listening to this. I have one AirPod in, and I'm listening to it, and like other teachers just keep coming in and talking to me while I'm like half paying attention to that. And like sometimes a cringy thing will happen, and I just like make a face, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm listening to an audiobook. It's
It's a thing.
That's fun. It's very fun.
Yeah. So yeah, Cam's resident bad boy. Then there's Arian, who is the spunky friend.
Oh, yeah, I like her. There's Penn, who's like the nerdy friend, who's a really good hacker.
Oh, poor Penn.
Yeah, poor Penn. Rip Penn.
Then there's Gabby, who is the gorgeous blonde bombshell Southern belle.
There's Molly, who's the resident bitch.
Who looks like a pug. I'm pretty sure that was a description.
Oh.
So she's pug-faced. There's Roland.
Oh,
Is Roland black?
I have no idea.
I always picture him like Lee Jordan in my head, like from Harry Potter.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's ever actually
I don't know
said.
anyone's skin tone, to be honest.
I don't know.
I know that Luce is white, but
I know that like Daniel
Well,
and
Daniel
Luce
is.
are
we know
usually described as pale.
Yeah.
Like we spent a long time worried about how pale they are.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Daniel's also blonde, and I think that it's gross that there's a light-haired love interest because that never happens. Typically, the light-haired guy is not the final guy. It's true in most books that the light-haired guy is not the final guy.
Yeah, so Roland has dreadlocks.
Justice for blonde white guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roland has dreadlocks, so I don't know if.
But he could be at the.
I picked. Yeah.
Well,
it just occurred to me that I don't know if it ever actually says.
He's the resident smuggler. He like smuggles shit into the like booze, drugs, cigarettes, phones, all that good stuff.
And he's like, he's gives off the vibe of I shall take you under my wing, little one, and be your buddy.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah, he seems. I mean, obviously we know that he's not a good guy, but he's nice. He's all right.
Yeah.
And there's hope for him because, we'll get him back one day.
Yeah, there was that.
Then there's Miss
also,
Sophia.
Can we just for a moment, why is this a school full of angels? Like, why are they all here?
Well, that's one of my questions. I have a bunch of questions. We'll get to my questions.
Why are they here?
We'll get to my questions.
Because Miss Sophia, whatever the fuck her name is.
She's a watcher.
She's one of them too.
No,
she's kind of.
Yeah, she's a watcher.
She knows all of them.
No, an elder. Yeah. An elder. Watches
she
of the
knows
shadows,
everyone. She's an old lady who's a librarian, and Luce really likes her.
Yep, and then there's Mr. Cole. And I will say one of my favorite moments in this book is when they go to do the tour. And
and he's like, this is the first time.
He's like, I've been waiting. My moment has come. I practice for this every year and no one ever comes. And now you guys are here.
There's also Luce's parents, who mom is really emotional about the whole thing. And dad's very much like,
well, this is what the judge said.
Yeah, like even when Luce is in the fucking hospital and it's like, I want to go home. They're like, nope, you gotta go back to school, kid.
Which now that I'm an adult, I'm
you know what though? Can I just say something though? Can I just say something though? Twice now, she's been alone with a boy, and twice now, those boys have died in fires. Do you want her in your house?
I don't. It's your kid.
But I know, but also she's like, it's like, how did the fire start? No idea. It's just like, why did boys you're alone with keep dying in fires? I don't know. Well, until you can work it out, sweetie, I kind of don't feel safe being under the same roof as you.
She's in the hospital.
Because another boy she was alone with died in a fire.
Yeah. Well, maybe she should be a lesbian. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's boys. Maybe the boys are the problem.
Yes. Maybe she should try. The common denominator I'm seeing here is penis. So I'm thinking,
send her to an all-girls board. Send her to a convent then. Okay. Yeah. Either way, what if she wants to bring a boyfriend home? What if she decides to break the rules? You can ban them, But what if she decides to bring one home? Then your whole house is gone.
I'm just thinking maybe we should have a serious talk about lesbianism. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, or a convent, or both.
A lesbian convent, is that a thing?
Yes.
I don't think that's a thing.
A convent is a perfect place for a lesbian to go.
Well, no, it's not. They can't.
No.
They have to. No.
Because
No, because
They still have to be celibate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't count. They don't count scissoring as sex, so it's fine.
It's true.
I do think though they would have an objection.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you actually phoned a nun, we could try it.
Does
anyone know
a
a
nun?
right
Hell, my great aunt is a nun. I can ask her.
Call her right now.
Ask her.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know her name. It's my nun's sister. I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure that scissoring within the convent would not be up to snuff. So
yeah. But those are the characters.
Yeah. I mean, there's also Randy.
Well,
who's a woman.
She's
more or less just the person that she's like. She's not the headmaster, but she might as well be because he only rocks up one day a year.
Yeah.
What kind of, like, you could tell that this was targeted towards teenagers because it's just like, in what reality is like the principal of a reform school allowed to just not
there
show up
every single
364 days
also,
a year, and it's a boarding school with no vacation. Like, the school runs 365 days a year.
That principal should live on property. That's what that should be.
Yeah, I thought all principals of boarding schools lived on property.
They do, I'm sure.
Our headmaster lived on property.
No, our principal did, not our headmaster.
Are they the same thing?
No.
He was the upper school headmaster, I thought.
No, he was the upper school principal. There was still the headmaster that was above the upper school and the middle school, or the lower school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that we went to a boarding. We didn't go to a boarding
school.
No,
we didn't go to a boarding school, but he, for some reason, just lived there. He didn't have any kids. He didn't have a wife. He just lived on property.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. It was just a thing. That's completely unrelated.
Yeah,
but
there was
in any case,
it was just a manufactured home at the front of our school, and he just lived there.
Why not?
But like I will say, this like whole school situation now as an adult, I'm just like,
makes no fucking sense.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
What?
So
what?
I cannot.
What?
I cannot for the life of me remember. I can remember always having a lot of these questions every time I read this book, and I just can't remember if it ever gets answered or if by the time the series is over, because Sword and Cross is like more or less done for the rest of the series, if I just forget about it and we never get an answer. Oh, you smushed it. You made it look worse.
Or better. Verify.
What are you doing?
My facial staining is for your entertainment.
You know what? I would
paint your nails, by the way.
I just want to say, if you were a stoner, this would be far more acceptable. Like if you're on drugs of some sort.
I am literally 100% sober. I have not even drank this evening. Like I've done nothing.
I know. That's what makes it worse. You're in your right mind doing this. Are you gonna give yourself some devilish anointment?
No, look, it's
like that's the thing you get. In the Catholic Church, you get some holy water on your forehead and a cross.
It's a cross now. There's angels in this book. Is this demonic?
Yes.
Oh shit, you're right.
No, I mean more that it's black. You've been anointed by Satan himself. You know what? Turn. Is he behind you?
Yeah.
Is he? Turn around.
Yeah.
He just said why very softly. He just said it again. I love the bit, but I'm gonna go wipe this off. I'll be right back.
Okay. But
all right.
okay, while she's gone, I'll start going with at least some of the questions that I can remember because I didn't actually write them down. One,
Okay.
like Daniel's been there for 3 years. Some of them have been there off and on for like the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, is this a high school? What is this?
It's a juvenile reform boarding school,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm fine with the. Okay, like the existence of that, fine, whatever. But they're not all new. Neither is Miss Sophia, neither is Mr. Cole. Miss Sophia rocked up there when the first Angels rocked up there. So, did they know that Luce was going to end up there? Because it doesn't sound like they knew she was going to end up there because she wasn't supposed to. Because we find out later that's why Daniel's mad at Gabby because she let the first fire happen because she wasn't watching closely enough or whatever. That's why that argument between them happened.
Mm.
So Luce shouldn't have ended up there. So what the fuck are 6 Angels doing? Just being like, oh, let's go to reform school. We'll have some fun. Like, and why is Mr. Sorry.
Gosh.
Sorry, I have the coof.
You do?
Yeah. I'm mostly better now.
It's 2022, Mara. That's so embarrassing.
Twice this year.
That's so embarrassing.
I've had the coof twice this year, the flu, and 2 tummy bugs. And that's all in like the last 4 months.
You poor thing.
Well,
Is
2
your
years of
immune
isolation.
system okay?
No, because I got locked inside a house for 2 years.
Yeah. Also, I just used soap and water. That was it.
Awesome.
It came off.
Awesome.
Well.
So yeah, what the fuck is 6 Angels and an elder, and what the fuck is Mr. Cole? Is he just human who knows, or is he something else? I can't remember. Whatever the fuck he is. Why are they all at the reform school? Okay, because Mr. Cole's been there for years. They've all been there off and on for years. I don't get it.
I don't know.
But then, like that's the biggest question I have. Like, why the fuck are they even there? If they rocked up there the same day she did as new students, sure, I get it. But they're not new students.
No, even Cam, technically, it's his first.
He's back.
Yeah, like he's been there before. Why are they all there?
Like it doesn't.
But also, these are people that like. Are they supposed to be teenagers? Like,
yes, they're all teenagers.
But
alleged.
Why?
Well, they're angels, but they're teenagers.
Yeah, but why are they frozen as teenagers? Just make this adult.
I would say that they're probably like See, I think Mercy has probably one of the better like immortal age situations where you're not like I forgive vampires because it's like whatever age
you were turned at, that makes sense because you're frozen essentially.
Yeah, whereas because werewolves are regenerative, your body keeps regenerating until you're 25 and then it starts slowly
deteriorating. Yeah.
Yeah, like from 25 onwards, you're just on the slow path to death.
Yep.
Wait,
so
no,
that is true.
That's when your collagen production and everything starts slowing down.
Werewolves, they age till they're 25.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. It makes sense. And if they're over 25,
I thought you were saying
de-age.
I thought you were saying that they that they still age if they're over 25. I was like, no, they don't.
No.
That's like how we have Blackwoods work too.
Yeah, and if they're over 25, they like if you're 80 and you turn into a werewolf, you get young to 25. If you're turned at like there's that girl who was 12 or something when she got turned in Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to keep aging until she hits 25. Charles, he was born a werewolf. He aged until he was 25. Like 25 is. And if you're going to be if you're a young looking 25, then you're just perpetually a young looking 25-year-old.
Well, that's me. I've been asked by many parents if I'm a student.
Just wait till you have kids.
Oh, I know.
Daughter, fine. I started actually getting asked for ID again after she was born. The boy, he aged me so much. but no, you know, you age once you breed. So enjoy your youthful looks while they happen.
No.
I will.
But yeah, this I don't know. Like I feel like are they just that flawless that they can pass for 17 or something? Like I don't know.
I don't. Maybe if the guys like grow beards, like they'll look older.
Yeah, but then there's also like, okay, Jeremy from Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Season 1, he looks like a weedy little kid, right? What year did Vampire Diaries first start airing?
2009.
That's
Okay,
all
so
I could guess.
So he was 20 when he started filming. And he looked like he easily passed as the 15-year-old he was playing.
Yeah.
And then as you, like, because men, they don't really turn from boys into men physically until they're in their 20s typically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's when he gets his neck. Like, I know part of it was also he started to work out and stuff, but like his neck, his shoulders, his whole body was, because he's the same age as me, so that's how I knew he was 20.
Mm-hmm.
He physically changed aside from the working out thing. Throughout that, you can see it. There's no way. Like if I'm picturing an angel, I'm picture like a male angel. I'm picturing one that is in that prime. I actually look like a man now.
Yeah, like 25 to 30.
Like they actually have, they lose some of their neck because it goes from like a twig to like more closely resembling like the width of their head, but not too much because then they're just like, you know, they just go head shoulders. You don't want that. You still want a bit of a neck, but they actually end up getting a little bit of a thicker neck and stuff. But yeah, you can't, like a 25-year-old man can't pass for a 17-year-old boy and vice versa, or rarely, shall I say.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe God just likes his angels looking like teenagers.
Weird.
That's
choice,
a conversation for another day. Shall we get into the plot, the nothing burger that is the plot to the last 3 chapters?
Girl goes to school, sees boy's mean, other boy's nice, but she likes mean boy.
And she feels like she's known mean boy forever.
She also sees some shadows.
Yeah, she does see shadows.
And she's like, what these shadows?
Like the whole shadow thing turns out to be a giant nothing burger, by the way.
I figured.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, by the way, we like to just watch and goss. Like that's it.
Yeah, they're just things that watch and then report.
They're just heavenly / hellish carrier pigeons. That's it.
I'm sure that's really like comforting news to somebody who was who was repeatedly put on medication throughout her childhood for being able to see them.
Yeah, can you imagine getting sent to a mental institution because you can see a freaking mythological carrier pigeon?
Yeah, right.
I would be pissed. I would be like, can you at least make it a scary monster if I can freaking see it? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they end up playing a bit more of a role. I think because she works out in this one tries to climb into a pocket or something and she stops it and she's like, oh, I can touch it. So I'm pretty sure from memory throughout the series she works out how to use them more.
Yeah.
Oh, and I remembered a character that occurs in this series in a later book, and I'm simultaneously excited and sad.
Oh.
What'd you say?
I while reading this, I remembered a character that pops up later in the series, and I'm simultaneously excited and sad.
Oh, good. Yay.
I'll text you because you read it all, Bay, haven't you? I'm not sure if you'll remember. This isn't overly spoilery.
I don't recall how much of this I've read.
Actually, this isn't going to spoil literally anything because you won't know the context or why I'm sad or anything.
Cool.
The gargoyle.
I don't remember anything about a gargoyle.
There is a gargoyle. That's all.
Cool.
I'm
recently
excited for the gargoyle and I'm also sad.
I recently reread Vampire Kisses.
I remember that series.
because I was like, maybe this is something we could read for book club. Honestly, it's too like.
I think that got put on our list a long time ago.
It might have. It's too
longer than that. That would have been put on our list like 5 years ago.
Well, I actually
we've been doing
reread
this for over 5 years.
Yeah, I actually reread it though. There's not enough to it. Like
they're all like this long. Like they're not.
Yeah, they're tiny books.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they really
I think I still have one of them.
They really are.
What's
for
yours?
like 14-year-olds. Like that's genuinely the target audience, and that's how they read.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but it's just not something that like we would have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing to make fun of, because for what they are, they're fine. And they're
also just so short that we'd have to like do like 4 in one.
Well, there's nothing to discuss because for what they are, they're good. So there's nothing for us to talk about.
Oh yeah, there's nothing to rip to shreds.
Yeah, like there's It's just So anyway.
Yeah, this book doesn't really have much of a plot. Like, the book that Bay and I did would have been a couple of weeks ago now. What Magic Bites? One of the big criticisms we had of that was you enter the book with a character who knows what's happening, and nothing gets explained to you. This one, you enter the book where nothing gets explained to you. Mm-hmm. However, character doesn't fucking know either. So we're finding it out together, and that's the only time you should ever refrain from expositioning.
Yeah.
If your MC doesn't know, it's fine. You don't have to. If your MC does know, you have to exposition.
Yep.
It's rude. But yeah, so this whole book is more or less just Luce finding out that Daniel is an angel. That's
setting up. It seems like it's setting up for stuff, but
because I didn't realize she worked it out so late. Because I guess like even in like for example Twilight, Bella finds out that Edward's a vampire like halfway through.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I know what you are. Say it
out loud.
Honestly,
that movie.
One of the best movies of our generation.
Indeed. I will say it's funny because like everyone will rip the Twilight movies, right? And almost everyone with one exception. The baseball scene. Everyone
the
loves
blue
the
color
scene.
filter on the entire movie. Unbeatable.
Honestly, but the baseball scene is it's just a fun scene.
It's a fun scene.
I would say probably more than half of it is the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like
that movie had a killer.
Supermassive Black Hole is like, mwah.
Honestly, whoever was working on the baseball scene, obviously their whole heart was in it.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
they were having a good time.
And I think the actors were.
The actors had a good time.
You can tell because it translates. I don't think many of the actors were having much of a good time throughout most of the movie, though.
Oh no, we all know that Robert Pattinson absolutely hates the Twilight series.
Oh yeah, he's like
hates it so much.
Oh yeah, like you can tell. You can tell.
No, you can tell when he's even acting in it that he's like, I hate this, but the money's so good. But I'm so rich right now.
It's just, I still need to watch the new Batman movie because I just can't picture him as Batman. But everyone that I've known that's seen
it's actually really good.
Yeah, apparently I can't watch it. I'm just gonna make Edward Cullen jokes the entire time. So I've told Christian if he wants to see it, he
really
can't.
Good.
I do have a question. Does he do the whole "I'm Batman" thing, or does he talk like a normal human being? Because
the voice
up until Batman Begins, Batman spoke like a normal fucking human being.
And then
I don't recall the voice being stupid because I was waiting for the voice to be stupid. Like, also, he doesn't actually have the mask off for most of the movie.
oh, that would make it easier.
Batman with Robert Pattinson. It's good. It's the Edward thing's not a problem.
It's a principal thing. I'm not doing it.
I just can't picture it.
No, I can't.
But I don't even think I've seen a picture of him as Batman.
It's good.
I've seen the trailer.
He does a good job.
Let's have a look at this picture. Honestly, that's how little the plot there is to this. Like,
yeah.
Literally. Oh, you know what? You know what? The suit helps because, like, let's be honest, Robert Pattinson isn't like a big guy.
No.
But the suit makes him look like a big guy, so it's fine.
He does a good job. You should give it a shot.
I will say, I think the last Batman movie I watched was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Played Iceman.
Oh. I was like, Arnold Schwarzenegger was not Batman.
No.
Like, was he in Australia?
I can't remember who played Batman in that. Was it Clooney?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Batman.
And I'm pretty sure that's the one that has...
It is Clooney.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that had Uma Thurman in it as well.
Yes, as Poison Ivy.
Yeah, that's the last Batman movie I've seen.
Wow.
I've seen snippets of like Batman Begins or Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises, or probably all three. I've probably seen snippets of all three, but that's the last Batman movie, and I loved it. Because I was a child.
Yeah.
I can appreciate it's a terrible movie though.
The last one I just like watched, not the last one, like most recent one, but the last one I watched was the one with Jack Nicholson in it as the Joker.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Jack Nicholson's a good Joker.
You know who plays a good Riddler? Mark Hamill. Is he Riddler? I think he's Riddler. He's creepy.
Batman. He was
Puzzler? Riddler? I don't know.
Well, he's a voice actor in...
Yeah, but he plays him in person in, I think, Arrow or The Flash or something.
Oh, that might be why it's not popping up.
Yeah, the Riddler. He was offered it in Batman Forever, but he turned it down due to contractual issues. But he played it in the DC TV universe, and I can't remember which one or if there was a few. But he can be creepy when he wants to be.
Oh, well, yeah, he's Joker in the games, the Batman games.
I can see him doing that.
Mm-hmm.
He can have a really creepy laugh. Yeah, nothing happens in this book, okay? Nothing happens.
I was literally thinking about that the entire time. I was like, nothing has gone on until the very, very end where she makes out with Daniel and he's like, wait, you're alive? And she's like, what? And then he tells her kind of what's going on. And then...
It's like, we've never made it this far before. And then
it's like, I don't know what to do now.
And I've never actually had to have a relationship with you.
Yeah. And then he's like, you need to leave the school. We're going to separate for a while. So Mr. Cole flies her to an island.
Oh, yeah. Miss Sophia
kills her. Yeah, kills Penn. Kills Luce. Did Luce die?
No.
No?
Almost.
But didn't they say she's immortal now?
Oh, wait.
At the very end? They're like, her new status, her new immortality status is going to come out and people are going to be really interested in her, so we got to get her out.
Her mortality status. If she dies, she's dead for good.
Oh yeah, because she wasn't
baptized.
Yep.
So it sounds like as well because Luce reincarnates. She does like more or less every single time her and Daniel like either almost kiss or whatever. Poof, she dies. And she comes back around to him every 17 years, and she's always 17. So it sounds like as soon as she dies, she just pops into a baby.
Yeah. But looks the same in every life, too.
But except for when she doesn't. Yeah.
Just please tell me.
It sets it up that she looks the same, right?
Yeah.
Like she finds a photo of her and Daniel from like 200 years ago or something, and she looks exactly the same. They end up going time traveling in a later book.
What?
To past lives. This isn't gonna spoil the series. Okay, it's fine.
That's ridiculous.
I can't remember all of them, but in at least one of them, she looks distinctly different. And
as long as she's not a slave and he buys her, we're good.
Not that I can remember. I do not remember there being a slave life. But that said, though, we only see a very small fraction, because at least with Eva, right? At least with Eva, it's not like she dies and then she's automatically reborn that second. Yeah. It's like, she dies, she has to get recycled.
There's some time.
Yeah, no, this one, it sounds like, she's dead, soul goes into a baby. That's like this coming out of the womb.
This poor man, though. Every 17 years, he gets his heart broken.
I know.
Poor thing. But also, does he even really know her?
Well, I will say yes.
Okay, well, that's good. Does she have the same personality in every life? Like, that's what's always confusing to me with this reincarnation shit, where one person's alive the whole time and the other isn't.
Like with Eva, she seemed to be very distinctly different in each one, right? I think with Luce, while her circumstances or thing, like the nature
of their lives are different, but
like her nature is the same, even though the nurture aspects of her life is different.
Okay, that's good.
I think I could be wrong.
I hope that's the way it's done, because that's better when it's still her personality.
And part of why I'm thinking that as well is because he's like the few times where he stops himself, but we know what he was going to say. He's like, but you were always a good swimmer.
Yeah.
And you would always let me win, so those kinds of things. That at least gives hints that a lot of who she is remains consistent.
Also, you think he'd be better at this shit by now with not letting stuff slip?
Like I know.
But he's a freaking moron.
I know, but okay. We need to put a pin in this, otherwise I'm going to spoil the entire series plot reveal. So I can't.
Okay.
But
why?
I can't. Well, I don't know. Do you know the entire series plot reveal?
I have no idea what it is.
Okay, then no, I'm not going to tell you either. Okay, let's just say though, for example, she's been reincarnating for 500 years, right? What's 500 divided by 17?
29.4.
So 29 times at least he's done this shit already.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he should be better at being like, oh, but you were always such a nothing. And wait, what were you trying to say? Oh, nothing. Don't mind me.
I'm just fucking weird.
But I liked Pen though. But Pen is Pen's the good friend that helps you stalk your crush, even though she's like, look, I get this is creepy, but I want to be creepy with you.
Yeah, let's be creepy together. Love that in a friend.
We all need creepy friends.
Well, yeah. I've been your creepy friend before, Faye. It's fine. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do. Addie was there as well.
I was on FaceTime with you guys. Yep.
I was thinking of a different time.
Oh, well, there was that time as well. There's also the time, the PC cast thing.
Yes.
There's that thing.
Side chat.
Give me 1 second. Painting my nails. Sorry.
The PC cast thing was hilarious, though.
I still so want to.
Oh, that was, you know what, though? That was, in retrospect, way more important than the time I was thinking about. Because, honestly, that saved me from winding up dead in a ditch. The other time, I was just upset.
Yeah.
True.
But had that gone any further, I would have wound up like skinned alive, 100%.
Probably.
We'll explain later.
We'll explain later.
Yeah.
I just need to.
Oh man.
Okay, that's all I'm having.
Okay, that makes it better. That does make it better.
Not that one anyway.
Others are in suspect. All right, cool.
Not that one. No. But wasn't there like an admittance to attempting a different one?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. And that's what ended up being a big thing, making my husband go, "What the actual fuck?" She needs to stay away from it, but she's not going to listen. So we just need to try and make sure it just doesn't happen.
So,
because you weren't going to listen. If we had said no, you would have been like, I think I know.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think I know this story, but I remember
we'll chat after.
Something about Stixie being like, stop.
We'll explain.
Yeah.
We will explain. There's a thing that happened. It was a spicy time. But anyway.
It was a mess.
I think I know what you're talking about, but
honestly, it was a lot.
Over 5. Did you know that was over 5 years ago? Because it was while I was pregnant.
Yeah, I know.
And he's just turned 5.
We've been friends a long time.
He's 5.
He's turned 5. A couple weeks. About how long ago was your mother's birthday?
Last month.
3 weeks ago.
Last month, yeah.
Yeah, he turned. Yeah, he's got the same birthday. So yeah, 3 weeks ago he turned 5.
Yeah.
Which means that we've been doing book club for over 5 years, and Addie, you've been joining us for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
the first book club was in my old apartment. Was my first book club because you and I had to speed listen to Burned because we had awakened that night. And that's the first time the ghost showed up. The ghost like turned on the sound bar or something.
Get a drink.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah, no. We've been doing this a long time. So yeah.
I enjoy it.
You know.
It's a good time.
I'm glad we keep up with it.
Yeah, and this summer was a little sketchy, but now that routines are coming back into play.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot easier to have it be consistent since we're having a routine again. All of us.
Exactly.
It's school for all of us.
Yeah.
And it'll get so much easier come February. I'm so excited for February.
Because that's the boy going?
Yeah. He's going to be at school 5 days a week. So, because at the moment we're a bit... I've only got 2 weekdays at the moment that I can comfortably do it, and you guys are unavailable for one of those, and the other one is a bit iffy on my end, but I'll make it work.
Yeah.
We're getting there though.
Yes.
And then in a couple years it might get a little bit more a little iffy again.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
But you know what? It's cool.
Yep.
We'll make it work. And also,
when we started doing this, I was like 19.
Yeah.
When we did our first book club.
Shit.
When we did our first stream together, I was definitely 19.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you might have been 20 when we did our first book club.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been a long time.
Not much. Like probably like a fresh 20.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all started doing book club right when Christian and I started meeting each other then. Adorable.
Book club's as old as your relationship.
I know. I mean, we have a kindergartner. He and I do, and then you guys have a kindergartner. Just wait until book club can drink. Could you imagine still doing this in 16 years?
That's fine. Excuse you.
Okay.
Excuse you.
Likely.
As the oldest in book club, I take full. Book club has my citizenship. Therefore, in 13 years, book club can drink.
Perfect.
Although it is hosted by her, so I guess 16.
Wait, what?
We're talking about when book club can get drunk for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
If it's in 13 or in 16 years.
16. No, 13, I guess.
Well, you host the streams, so it might be by American law.
It's under your jurisdiction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it can go to war in 13. I would love for book club to fight for our countries. Vote in our elections. Oh gosh. Chaos.
Book club's growing up.
You know what though? I think book club voting in the election would probably actually end up being a good thing.
She's a chaos goblin. Let's do it.
Yeah. Like let's just burn it all down and start afresh. It's fine.
Wow, we really did only talk about the book for like 20 minutes, didn't we?
Well, there's nothing to talk about.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I know.
It was all just the path to Luce finding out. Oh, I'm eternally in love with an angel, and I keep dying at 17. Except this time, shrug.
Yeah, like I don't have notes. Otherwise, I probably would have gone through the bullets of like every chapter. But like,
like there's
you were busy.
There's just not much to say.
Oh, also at the end, let me.
Oh yeah, there's an epilogue. What happens in the epilogue again? Cam and Daniel
Cam and Daniel decide that, like, you know, because Daniel has to, like, they have an 18-day truce to try and work out why Miss Sophia wanted to kill her and find out what the fuck's happened.
Oh yeah, that's right. They've got
but it's weird, right? Because Cam tries to kill her 3 chapters. Well, maybe not 3, a bit more. A few chapters earlier, he's like, okay, well, I guess it's that time. And Daniel's like, please, Cam, no, not this time. It's different. And he's like, I don't care. It's time to kill her. And now he's like,
but it's different when Miss Sophie tries to kill her. He wants to be the one to do it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if at that point Cam knew that she when she died she'd actually be dead this time, because I don't think he actually wants her dead.
No, I think he just wanted the cycle to start over.
Yeah. So
why would she be dead this time?
She wasn't baptized.
Okay.
She was able to be reincarnated every other time because she had been inducted into some sort of religion. Mm-hmm. Does not have to be a Christian religion. It just has to be a religion.
Have to go through the equivalent of a baptism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like, because the rest of the series is also like, you know, like, we need to protect Luce because if she dies, she's dead. And it's just like, why doesn't anyone just take it to a church and just go, you know?
Dude, I know.
I don't think anyone even suggests it.
They're also literally angels. Couldn't they just do it? All you gotta do is dunk her head in some water.
That seems like such a
She literally knows
solution.
God's exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it even gets suggested.
It's such a non-issue. Just baptize her. It's fine.
Because she now knows that God exists, like, unequivocally, because her best friend's an angel.
Well, baptism is the...
Yeah, water. I know, but, like, I don't have water.
Well, unless it's a Catholic baptism, then it's just a... Like, they just...
that's what they do for babies. For
baptism. Yeah, for grown-ups, it's just a course.
Oh, really? For grown-ups? I mean, I guess it's because we live in the South and it's mostly Baptists down in the South.
Yeah,
the Baptists
the Baptists are extra.
If you've been otherwise baptized, and want to convert to Catholicism, I think you just have to do a course and then you get given your first Eucharist and you have all of your things then. If you have never been baptized, I'm pretty sure you still have to have, like, the trickly bit happen. but then you also get to do but you also do have to do the study so you can have your first. You also have to have your reconciliation, your confirmation, and your communion. It's all of it. You got to speak, of course, it all. Speaking of, I still need to get my kids christened.
I was just about to Google.
I was meant to do it last year, and then all the churches weren't allowed to do anything because of COOF. And I need to rebook it because she's almost 7 and he's 5, and she goes to Catholic school. And I think next year is when they start doing reconciliation. So I need to get a christened before she has to reconcile with God.
I don't think I was ever. Yeah, I don't think I was.
I'm gonna text my mom.
I was christened Catholic.
Was I baptized? I don't know.
Well, you know what? According to Catholicism, you'll be pleased to know that as long as you live a life worthy of God, even if you are yourself not believing in God, you still get to go to heaven.
There you go.
As long as you still live like a Christ-like life, like a life worthy of a follower of Christ.
I'm asking my mother if I was baptized. I'm curious. I don't know.
I feel like you should have been because you live in the South, and it sounds sacrilegious. And I know you said you weren't, but it feels sacrilegious for a Southerner to not be baptized.
Well, also you have to remember my mom's from out west, and my dad was an Army brat, so he grew up all over the world.
Fair.
So she's like,
but it feels weird.
Yeah, but like religious.
I was never going to get the kids baptized, but I'm like, I guess I probably should because they go to Catholic school.
Yeah, I would.
And again, because the Catholic, I can't even remember the sacraments. The sacraments are a big thing. Like they're part of their school day when like they're of the age to go through them. So like, yeah, it feels cruel to send it to a Catholic school and not be able to partake in a big section of like stuff that her class will be going through.
Yeah. Well, I texted my dad because mom's not texting me back.
It's because she doesn't love you.
I know. What the heck?
Probably.
I want to know. Was I? They're probably discussing it. They're probably like, "Did we do it? Did we?"
Yeah. That's probably what's happening.
Did we save her eternal soul?
Well, your mom was already not a Catholic, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because no, I'm not baptized.
What?
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 I'm not baptized.
Well, he's going to be getting you baptized. It sounds like.
That's wild.
We will discuss that later.
No,
that's not that wild.
No, we'll discuss it later.
I don't think we will.
Oh God.
Hey,
you were baptized.
Hey,
right?
I have a question.
You were baptized, right?
If there's a baptized or weddings off ultimatum, are you getting baptized or wedding off?
Ooh.
Once more with volume.
I can't say that out loud.
Option A, baptized. Option B, wedding off.
Option C, they talk through it and come to a compromise.
AKA, she doesn't get baptized and the wedding's still on.
Yeah. Everything remains normal as it was.
Will you baptize your children? Because I don't think you're going to have much of a say on this one. I think he's going to insist.
Same.
Anyway, so
I like swooning. You're a doof.
Well, I guess next time we're gonna do the movie.
Sure.
It's no longer book club; it's movie club.
Yes, we'll be talking. It's gonna be movie club with Bay.
You're gonna have to remember to say that in the intro. Welcome to Movie Club with Bay. I am Bay, and this is Bay. Say hi, Bay.
Hi,
I may or may not remember. But yeah, we're gonna watch the movie.
Fun.
I'm excited.
I'm
so
really
excited to watch the movie.
Dude, I need the House of Night TV show to actually be a thing because
but there's been no updates for God knows how long.
Well, also COVID happened, so who knows if it's ever gonna happen.
Well, what's happening with the Vampire Academy disaster? What is happening with that? This year it will be released on, because that's another thing that we're going to have to do a watch of.
Wait, it's this year?
This year.
Is this going to become multimedia?
Set to premiere on September 15th, 2022, and we shall call it Bite Club with Bay.
Bite Club with Bay, yes. Fight Club. Is it like, where's it premiering on? What's it?
What's the network?
Hey, wait.
On what?
Wait.
No, but what network? Like, I'm curious.
I don't know. I think Peacock? Peacock? Is that a thing?
It is Peacock.
Damn it.
So in next month.
Where are you seeing this? I can't find anything about
this.
I
just googled Vampire Academy TV show and it had.
Oh, Vampire Academy. I thought you said House of Night.
Oh no! If House of Night was coming out this year.
Peacock, really?
Yeah. Ugh. Read the side chat. It's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing since 2020.
We'll do the same format as with Fallen. Okay?
As movie club?
As Bite Club, because it is vampires.
Yes.
All right, well, so that's what's up next.
Yeah.
I'm excited for us to have some visual stuff to actually compare our things to.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, let's Fallen. What is Luce's hair situation? She's got long hair in the movie.
She's supposed to have short hair because she had her head shaved.
Because it all got burned off in a fucking fire.
Inaccuracy number 1.
Inaccuracy number 2. I can't say this aloud on stream, but what I am going to do is send this link and then follow up with
that guy. Oh, what is that guy in? Is that what Daniel? No.
He's the blonde one. He's the blonde one.
No.
I don't. I mean,
is that her? That looks like a 50-year-old woman behind him in that picture.
Oh my gosh, what movie is that guy in? Holy shit, it's gonna bother me.
Give me a second and I will tell you. Okay.
No, I just watched it. Oh, he's in Mamma Mia 2. That's what he's in that I'm thinking of. He plays young fucking young Pierce Brosnan.
Young Sam, yes.
Yeah, young Pierce Brosnan.
Young Sam.
I don't know why they dressed Cam like this, but like, what is with this getup?
Because he's the bad boy, so he has to wear a leather jacket.
Yeah, that's not a leather jacket.
Dude, they both don't look good. Oh man, this is great.
I like Daniel's coat. I like Daniel's coat, okay? That's all I can say.
Yeah, I like his coat.
And I like her dress.
Is this
I like her dress.
That's just promotional, right? Like she's not actually wearing that in these scenes.
No, that's promotional.
Okay, good.
Because if you look at the cover, that's from the same photo shoot.
Okay, I want to watch the trailer. Fallen 2016 trailer.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm watching it too.
Oh, it was 2017.
Do we bring it up or do we just watch it individually?
Let's watch it individually, because just in case. I don't think anyone's gonna copyright strike it, but
Oh god, okay, I'm watching.
yeah. PG-13. Guys, we can't watch it.
Oh no.
All right.
Wait, I am a parent. I can guide you. It's fine.
Okay, good.
Oh, I like the building.
Oh, yeah.
This is not really what Georgia looks like, but
Oh, she's sassier.
Mm-hmm. She's sassy. Dude, the school's badass, though.
Why are they all British?
Yeah, why is Miss Sophie? Oh, gosh. Okay, well, that happened in the book.
yeah.
What? What was that?
The thing falling and him saving her.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, is that
Did you remember
Pen?
that?
That did happen in the book.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love
overall,
the
it
no
seems fairly
face.
accurate.
Hmm?
Oh, what? What?
What?
Yeah,
I
What
don't recall her jumping off of a building.
I don't know.
What are his wings? For thousands of years?
was that maybe after the fire? Maybe they had her fall out of the building, like fall, because that's how Todd broke his neck. He fell.
Oh. A motorcycle? His wings are weird. Why aren't they real?
No. The CGI leaves a few
She
things to be
remembers
desired.
everything, but she doesn't remember everything. She just believes it. Okay, that fight scene might be kind of cool.
Okay, it has potential.
It has potential to be decent.
I will say though, I've been burnt before by a trailer. The
trailers are meant to look good.
Mortal Instruments City of Bones trailer looked decent enough. Amy and I went and saw it, and we walked out going, I don't know what movie we just watched, but it was not City of Bones.
OMG.
I've never read the books.
I just looked up its Rotten Tomatoes.
So good.
Guys.
What is it?
Guys, it has a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, let's.
The audience score is 65, but the tomato meter is 7%.
No, audience score I think is always more accurate because the tomato score is always based on like the critical reviews.
I know, but I think it's hilarious.
I know, but let's be honest, the critical reviews think that the movie where she has sex with the fish man is a good movie.
That is true.
Like, you can't trust the critical reviews because like they'll just say whatever.
But it's art.
She has sex with a fish.
I know, I've seen it. It's art. It's beautiful. It's a great movie.
Please tell me you're being facetious.
You're
being facetious. Yes.
It was a weird movie. I did not really enjoy it, but I did watch it.
What movie? What's it called?
Shape of Water.
Yes, and that won an Oscar. I'm like, like when that won, I was just like, I can no longer trust a single award they ever give. Their awards mean nothing. She has sex with a fish.
Mommy.
And that was best movie.
Mommy, I want to fuck a fish.
Mommy. Anyway, so.
No, at least in the writer's defense, I guess, kind of, maybe, they're owning their choice. It's like, no, we wanted her to have sex with the fish. In House of Night, it's like, no, Stevie Ray wanted to fuck a bird, okay? We didn't want her to, but she was like, please, Mummy, may I? And they're like, fine, I guess you can fuck the bird.
All right. So.
I'm best House of Night.
And
wait, how many more years?
Not enough.
2?
It's 2 years. 2 years.
That's
Hang on.
it. I feel like we just finished.
We said October.
2 years from October.
Yes, because, and I remember that because
I could
you said
potentially
you guys wanted
be.
to wait. Yeah, you guys want to wait a year before you start to do a try, and you could potentially be in labor, and I prayed upon you.
I think that we should just
I
do
pray
it
violent labor upon you.
whenever TJ and I get pregnant. I think that's when we should start it.
You say that like we're gonna get pregnant at the same time.
No, when one of us
Oh,
gets
why wouldn't
pregnant.
you? Why wouldn't you?
She's definitely going first.
Yeah.
You guys are getting married the same year.
Yeah, but 10 months apart. I could have a whole child before. I'm not going to have a whole child before their wedding, but I could. There's enough time.
But then your kids could be best friends growing up.
Mhm.
They
Well,
could
she's
share a
probably gonna
birthday.
She might have more kids than me, so
I will probably, because we're going to have probably 2 to 4.
like probably kiddo number 2.
Yeah, kiddo number 2 we could probably line up. Could make it work.
Oh,
To make that work.
we'll say just don't commit to a number until you've got just
Yeah.
We wanted like 3 to 4ish, and
Yep.
then we had 2, and then we're like, this is enough. This is enough.
Yeah. Our kids will still be best friends no matter
Yeah.
when we have them. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Well,
Unless
plus,
they hate each
especially if my boys are older, it works out really well. My boys are a little bit older than your girls. So that way, when they get older, like one of them's like 27, one of them's 25, and it's
Yeah, it'll be fine.
yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
No.
And we can be like, family for real.
Could you imagine
Hey,
grandmaing together?
Yes.
Hey, you guys,
Yes,
you
I
guys,
can.
you guys could be lucky and end up having like each set of like. This one's like out, buddy. Out. Thank you. Have you guys seen like that thing about it's like identical twin brothers marry identical twin sisters? They live in a house together and had sons
Yes.
around the same time. And
Weird. Too weird.
Yeah,
And
but-
genetically, they're brother and sister. They're brothers.
Yeah.
yes, you guys could have those twins.
No. Fun, but no. No, that's too much. But
We would
no,
have to intervene.
grandmothering together it would be great big fun. I'm here for it.
That'd be great.
It'd be so fun.
I'd love to grandma. I'd love what is it? Nancy and Francis.
Yes. We've
Nancy.
already talked about this. We've already
Yes.
talked about being Nancy and Francis together. I forget whomst was who.
I
but-
think I'm Francis.
Yeah, I think you're Francis. I think I'm Nancy. But
It's our old lady names.
yeah.
That's
So
Yeah.
it'll be a
we've
time.
had this planned out for a minute.
Since like for over 10 years, we've had this planned out.
Yeah. How we're gonna grandma together. It's gonna be great.
You guys are doofuses.
Honestly, though, us not being pregnant at the same time would probably be better anyway because
Dude,
then
could you imagine both of us? Poor Mara, just dealing
Yeah,
with
I
both
do.
of us.
but also like if like we're both going at the same time, like I can't be there for you, you can't be there for like
So we
that's
gotta
not,
have it a couple months off, like a few
Yeah.
months off. You know. Yeah.
like,
But also-
that's just not a good support system.
Mhm.
But also, yeah, no, like you're right. I don't want you two to be pregnant together because I think we're just going to have to put book club on hiatus for a minute.
For 9 months,
Because
or for
I'm
like
gonna want to fly over there and do stuff that none of us want me to do to make
But
it
she's
end.
gonna
means-
fly over here.
That's what I'm saying. So this means we
maybe-
have to do it.
So we have to do it now.
Yep.
I take it
Cool.
back.
Cool. If it gets more
Don't
in
threaten
the
me
US.
with a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I forcibly abort your child.
Mara.
That's
If you two
illegal
get
here, I think. I don't know what the law is. I don't know what they're doing with that right now.
Yeah, that's totally up in the air.
It's up in the
depending
air
on the
at the
state,
moment.
it is murder. To be fair,
Yes.
depending on if they're doing it to someone else against their will.
Oh,
I
it's
wouldn't
certainly. I know.
Yeah, well, actually,
I would-
I think in all the states,
in
doing it
a-
against their will is murder.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think some it's only grievous bodily harm.
I don't know. You know what?
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Here it is. Here it's grievous bodily harm.
Oh. Huh. The more you know.
Well, because it's not a life. I may not agree with every single argument about everything on every aspect, but it's at least consistent.
Yeah.
You can do the aborty because it's not a life, and it's not murder because it's not a life.
Okay.
Yeah, try telling that to a freaking 9-month Mara that my baby isn't alive though.
Yeah.
Someone tried to tell me that when I was like pregnant. I'd be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, there was a big push to there was like a renewed push to try and make it a homicide charge when this happened near here. Some guy he was drunk as a freaking skunk, high as fuck, going I think over double the speed limit, crashed into a car, killed the teenage driver. She was 17. Her sister-in-law and the 2 twin boys that were due to be born 3 days later. And the poor dad, her husband, poor guy, he survived and he was in a coma for like I think a week or two, and he wakes up and his whole family's dead. And Joel and I were talking about that, and he's just like, "Fucking put me out of my misery, just kill me. Don't let me wake up."
Yeah.
Don't let me wake up.
Oh, that's bad.
But yeah, he only got done with 2 counts of manslaughter because the babies, even though they were 3 days, and that she was 8.5 months, and they were 3 days from being born, but they had not taken. They did an autopsy to see if they had taken a breath. They hadn't, because they did a C-section, obviously, to try and get them out and save them.
Yeah, to try to save them. Yeah.
Neither of them took a breath, so just 2 counts of manslaughter. It's fucking sad, man.
Yeah.
That is really sad.
Apparently, people like on the other side of the ward could hear him screaming when he found out.
I'm sure.
Oh, sorry. On a lighter note, sorry.
Yeah.
That just reminded me because I was about to crack.
Well, I mean, I might cry.
Scream. It was like a horrified, like Moody scream. But in this book, when Luce finally confronts Daniel, and she's like, "I know you're an angel," and he's like, "Say it again."
Oh yes.
And so, I'm trying to find the exact wording. Give me a
second.
He
says, "Say it again. Tell me what I am," or something like that.
Yeah, no, but
open it.
Oh, here we go. I found it. "You're an angel," she repeated slowly, surprised to see Daniel close his eyes and moan in pleasure, almost as if they were kissing. "I'm in love with an angel." Now she was the one who wanted to close her eyes and moan. I'm just like, there is nothing I think that someone has ever said to me that has made me go, like, like, maybe it's a guy thing. I don't know. I know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to backhand me if I ask him that question.
What's the question?
Has anything you have ever just said?
I already know the answer.
Close
the answer
his eyes
no.
and moan.
No, I know the answer is no.
The answer is
even
no.
Something like, even if it's like something dirty or something, like, then they're not just there going, like, it's not happening.
No, the answer is no. And even if it's not no,
you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh, and the other thing,
and I don't trust whatever weird thing he might come up with.
Also, that.
There was another thing in here as well. Okay, so on the parent visitation day, she tried to like lean in way too heavily on the "This is Georgia" thing. Like, it happened like about like 10 times, like, not even in the swamplands of Georgia, and this and that, and rah rah rah. And then it was like, and Penn, right? This school is in Georgia. Like, it's about 20 minutes, half an hour from Lucy's parents' house.
Yeah.
Like, it's close. Penn seemed unfamiliar with the typical Georgia fare Luce had grown up with. And, like, there's in this scene, I think there was, like, 10 different references to the fact that they were in Georgia. Like, she just kept on bringing up, by the way, this is Georgia. I mean, this is typical Georgia food. And I just felt like it was a bit much.
It was halfway through the book. She's got to remind you.
No, but it was a bit weird.
I agree.
Well, it wasn't like, because we don't leave the school, the fact that we're in Georgia
is irrelevant.
Like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So sorry. So there was that. Yeah. So Lucy's mother doled cheddar grits onto 4 plates, and her father topped them out with freshly chopped jalapenos. After one bite, Lucy's mouth was on fire, just the way she liked it. Penn seemed unfamiliar with the typical Georgia fare that Lucy had grown up with. She looked particularly terrified by the pickled okra, but as soon as she took a bite, she gave Lucy a surprised smile of approval. And then there's a very short paragraph of, like, you know, they had their favorite foods. Lucy should have been enjoying her time with them and washing it all down with her beloved Georgia sweet tea. Why couldn't she just say with sweet tea? Like, it just felt.
Yeah, that's not just a Georgia. That's
it felt
a Southern
forced.
thing.
It felt like that. Like, I've got no issue with the fact that it's in Georgia and her being like, by the way, this is in Georgia. But, like, it's when you're having a glass of sweet tea, you're not just like, I'm going to go and have a glass of Georgia sweet tea.
No, because it's
going to go have some
Southern.
sweet tea.
It's a Southern thing. Yeah.
But also, when you're in Georgia, it's just sweet tea.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
Like the same way, like, a French braid in France is probably just a braid. Like, but yes, also sweet tea is not exclusive to Georgia.
No.
Oh, and there was another. Sorry, I just remembered another issue I had with it. Sorry. So Gabby, Luce thinks that Gabby and Daniel are an item.
She does. And she has many feelings about it.
And Gabby has been nice to her at several points throughout the book, right? She's been nice to her. Okay. Nice to her at several points. But then when Gabby visits her in hospital, she's like, I thought Gabby hated me. I'm like, fucking when?
Yeah, I know. She's always been really nice to her.
Yeah, that was all.
Yeah.
That was all.
All right. Now we're going to end it for real this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
The end. For now.
Until we watch the movie.
Yay!
All right. So,
Okay.
We'll
work out when.
We're gonna do the movie probably next week if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work that out.
Yeah. And so we will see you guys next time. Bye.